Hi everybody, Dan Illman, Matt Bernier. The DRFBets race of the day for Saturday, June the 16th is the Grade 2 Summertime Oaks for 3-year-old fillies. Do you like free cash? I like free cash. If you like free cash as much as I like free cash, then sign up for a new DRFBets account because you'll get $100 in free cash. Learn more at drf.com/bet. Here's the field of 3-year-old fillies getting set to go a mile and a 16th in the Summertime Oaks. You can access free formulator past performances for the Summertime Oaks at the Race of the Day event page on drf.com. Download them, handicap along with us. We'll take the field in post position order, beginning with Bob Baffert's number 1, 13 Squared, who's taken on some tough competition this year. The likes of Dream Tree, Midnight Bisou. She fits well from the rail in this spot.
Yeah, from that standpoint, certainly does. She's getting fast relief coming out of that Angels flight. No, it hasn't come back that great just yet, but you brought up Santa Anita Oaks, you brought up the Lost Virgin. My problem with 13 Squared, run fast exactly one time in her career, and it was over a wet racetrack. The rest of her numbers, it's not as though she's improving, and it's not as though she's run overly fast. Now, maybe she doesn't have to run fast to win a race like this, and she could be controlling speed from the inside. There's just still something about her that I don't like. I've never liked her, and I'm probably never going to like her.
I do like her stretching out off that race in the Angels flight where she was chasing some quick splits, and we saw the closers, Bolden, sort of take over that race, and maybe chasing wasn't the way to go. Baffert's always liked her a little bit. She's been in too tough against, again, the Dream Trees and Midnight Bisous. Maybe if she can control the pace. And Timeform US believes that she can control the pace in this short field. They have her on the lead, 13 Squared. She's probably going to have to run closer to that 90 Beyer than what she usually does, and you make a very good point that 90 Beyer came over a wet, fast track. 13 Squared, other than that, doesn't have much of an edge, but something tells me she's pretty good against these kind of horses. The 2 is Fool's Paradise, who has won 2 out of her last 3 races, and Fool's Paradise has showed versatility in her career. A stalking maiden winner over a wet track 3 starts back, a pressing winner in a 1-mile dirt fast race last time out, but she beat Demigoddess last time out. Who hasn't beaten Demigoddess?
I was going to say, I mean, is beating Demigoddess at this point, so I don't look at that as a positive. And unfortunately, when she broke her maiden 3 starts back, she beat a pretty terrible field as well. They tested her once, she couldn't pass that. I don't want to hold it against her, Midnight Bisou and Spectator and those likes in there, but again, the versatility is a positive, but I haven't been impressed with anything she's done.
If you respect the company that 13 Squared's been keeping, you have to respect the similar company that Exuberance has kept. Dream Tree, Midnight Bisou. Not worried about the most recent race on turf. It doesn't seem to be her surface, and this barn, as we see from this formulator fact, has excelled when going from turf back to dirt. Here's the formulator fact for the number 3 Exuberance. Over the past 3 years, turf to dirt, 36% winners, a $4.41 return on investment. The one issue with Exuberance could be running style. She likes to come from off of it. The pace may not be electric, and she may not be the best closer in the field.
And another problem is, I mean, let's just call a spade a spade. The Lost Virginess was her fastest race of her career, and it was a 76, the only time she's eclipsed a 70 on the Beyer scale. She's run 7 times. Again, I feel like I'm bashing all of these fillies, and I don't mean to be rude, but I don't have a heck of a lot here that I like about her.
Keeneland grad Usha is lightly raced with a little bit of upside potential for trainer Gary Mandela. She has yet to take a backward step on the Beyer speed figure scale, but she is stepping way up in class and distance for this spot. But I wouldn't be surprised to see her tactically placed as she makes her 3rd start of the form cycle. She's not the worst longest shot on the board to play in the world.
No, I'm interested in a horse like this where you're not exposed, where you could still continue to move forward, whereas some of these other girls, I kind of feel like I know what they are at this point. I don't love the field that she ran against most recently, but admittedly, she probably doesn't need to be much to win this race. And when she broke her maiden 2 back, that field wasn't spectacular. It's nice to know, though, the 3rd place finisher, Hot Autumn, earned a 79 in her next start. The question for me with Usha is the distance going to be to her liking, going out to 8.5 for the first time? Because if she can handle it, I think she's interesting.
Despite being claimed for $25,000 earlier this year, it can be argued that the 5 Chocolate Martini, the morning line favorite, is the class of the field, based on her win in the Grade 2 Fairgrounds Oaks, and you tabbed her that day successfully at 13-1. I thought Javier gave her a beautiful ride in the Kentucky Oaks. She saved ground every step of the way. She was just in behind Monomoy Girl turning into the stretch, and then they sprinted away from her the last quarter mile. Maybe she's simply not in the league of Monomoy Girl. There are are no 3-year-old fillies right now that are in that one's league. She came back, of course, to win the Acorn with the 98 Beyer speed figure. Chocolate Martini, I like her kind of turning back to this mile and a 16th distance. The question is pace. Does she get enough of it in this short field over this hard racetrack?
Yeah, that's the other piece, too. Even if there is a pretty hot pace, at Santa Anita, this is such a difficult running style. She is the class of the field. She is the horse, to me, that is the most likely winner by far. But it's one of those things where you're going to need a lot of racing luck simply because you're going to need them to go in front of you, and you're going to need to hope that the track isn't tilted one way against you because, again, you're probably coming from dead last. I think she's okay. I think this is an instance where she's the most likely winner, but again, at a short price, I would be terrified to bet on her.
Let's take a look at our top picks for the Grade 2 Summertime Oaks, your Saturday DRFBets race of the day. Tell us about the undefeated Ollie's Candy. I mean, boy, 2 starts over the Tapeta sprinting. She's won by a country mile both times. Now she gets a big test. Class, distance, surface.
She gets all the tests here. And unfortunately for her, if you do like her like I do a little bit, she hasn't faced really anything. You go through and look at those 2 fields that she beat. The debut score, she beat absolutely nothing. In the most recent start, the second and third place finishers have come back and earned 57s and 48 Beyers. So we're not talking as though she's been facing world beaters. If you think she can handle the class hike, if you think she can handle the switch over to the dirt, I don't think the dirt's going to be much of an issue. I'm more concerned about stretching out in distance and facing decent horses for the first time. It's going to be interesting to see what Kent does aboard her, because from the outside, I think you should just go, especially if you think that 13 squared could possibly be loose on the front end. I want to be forwardly placed, not coming from too far out of it. And again, if she can handle the distance, we'll take a shot with her. I don't love her, but I think the most likely winner, Chocolate Martini, could be compromised by circumstance. So I'll go 6-5 in here.
You're going to go 6-5 as we kick off the Pick 6 at Santa Anita on Saturday. I'll go 5, 1, 4, and 6 in the Grade 2 Summertime Oaks. Again, remember that deal for new DRFBet subscribers, $100 in free cash. Learn more at drf.com/bet. Approximate post time for the Grade 2 Summertime Oaks. Race number 6 at the Great Race Place on Saturday, 3 o'clock Pacific. Best of luck.